not only are you both Irish, you're from Ireland, you guys battled it out for the NXT Women's Championship.
We did, and she is the most gifted competitor I have been in the ring with. And she loves this. She loves this more than anything. And she's got that fight in her spirit. Well, that's worked out well for her.
My hat in no mention of Liv, which I'm actually kind of insulted about because I'm so tired of being overlooked and underestimated here. In case you forgot, I am a Money in the Bank winner. Former women's champion. Multiple time former tag team champion. I beat Nia Jax in this ring just last week, and not to mention, I am the one that took out Rhea Ripley. You're welcome. And after all that, the fact that I still can't get an ounce of respect out of you literally blows my mind. You want to talk?
All right, let's talk about it. You didn't let me finish. In 3 weeks, you got it. At the King and Queen of the Ring tournament. And you talk about all those things that you've done, Liv, you never beat me.
You know what? I'm actually glad that you brought that up because you're right, Becky. I've never been able to beat you in this ring one-on-one. And even after listing all my accomplishments, it wasn't until just now that I finally figured out what I've been missing all along. Purpose. And now that I have my purpose, I know that I could finally beat you. Because my purpose is getting revenge on Rhea Ripley, taking everything that she loves, and then becoming new Women's World Champion.
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Afternoons Delight. So, little Liv Morgan stepped up to Becky Lynch, and so Becky Lynch was basically in the ring with Michael Cole doing an interview talking about how she's been handling being the champ and how she's been representing the company as the WWE Women's World Champion, like Rhea has done. She was at the Kentucky Derby and everything. I watched the Kentucky Derby, by the way. I wasn't able to bet on it, though, because there was something wrong. I was using FanDuel. There was something wrong with the app, man. I couldn't but bet on the horse. And luckily, I didn't, because I think the horse I was going to choose was not going to win. So, but anyways, as far as Lynch, she also, another thing that I like that she did, she spoke up about the girls that all got drafted to Raw. So Alba Fire, Isla Dawn, Kiana James, who hasn't made her Raw debut just yet, and then Lyra Valkyria, who we saw earlier tonight get a big win over Dakota Kai. I talked about that in the last video if y'all want to go back and watch that one. But, you know, she talked about all those girls, talked about how she worked with Valkyria, and also talked about Zelina Vega, too, who got drafted. So then that's when Liv Morgan came out. Liv Morgan took issue about Liv talking about all that other stuff she was talking about and not addressing her and having respect for her and everything like that. And she said, you know, it blew her mind that she didn't really mention her, give her respect, despite saying, you know, that's going to be her next title defense is Liv Morgan. And Lynch said Morgan didn't let her finish and said she would get her title match at King of the Ring, King and Queen of the Ring. Lynch said that, so it looks like that's when they're going to be fighting, is at the end of the month at that pay-per-view. Lynch said that while Morgan ran through her accomplishments and they did not include beating her, Morgan conceded that she has yet to beat Lynch, but saying she has said different things that are different now, that she has purpose. Morgan said her purpose is getting revenge on Rhea Ripley and taking everything she loves. And so let's talk about that. Let's talk about that part right there. Because this whole thing, to me, is about Rhea Ripley, right? Taking everything away from her. And her saying that, see, that we got to put a bigger emphasis on her saying taking everything away from Rhea Ripley, because it ain't just the title, right? It ain't just the title. Like, anybody who's saying it's just the title, it's not just the title. I'm telling you, I think Liv is going to try to take Judgment Day away from him, including Dom. We already know she's probably been talking to Dom. I don't know if she's messed with him yet on a sexual level, but we'll talk about that another time. But yeah, she's definitely been, for sure, talking about taking things away from Rhea Ripley. And it really, the whole thing between her and I think the whole thing between her and Becky is just more about the title than it is, because her focus is still mainly on Rhea Ripley. And so that's why I keep saying we got to keep an eye on if anything happens between her and Dom as far as trying to get her way into Judgment Day, because I think she really wants to take Judgment Day away from Rhea Ripley. I think that's like, because I will think that will be the main thing, because even with Rhea having a title, Rhea knows that she's probably not going to have that title forever, right? So at least she has a boy. She has the clubhouse, the Judgment Day. She takes Judgment Day away, and then her Dom, I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot. You know what I mean? So that's going to be very, very interesting, man. So I can't wait to see it, man. I'm still planning on making a video too, talking a little bit more about this whole Judgment thing with with Liv. Hopefully I get a chance in like the next week or two to make that video. It's going to be a longer video, probably like 10 to 20 minutes long. And we're going to talk about that and how they could book that. I've already done a video about how they could book it, but I'm going to go a little bit further, because now that we had the draft and I wanted to see how the draft went, now we could really talk about it. But give me your thoughts here on this whole segment. We're also going to talk about how Liv Morgan didn't help Becky Lynch. I'm probably going to be doing this out of order, though. But the next video, we're actually going to talk about when Damage Control tried to jump Becky, and then Lyra Valkyria actually saved her. So let's get into that next, man. Go ahead and give this video a like, share, subscribe. Thank y'all for watching. Afternoons to light.